Let's talk about how to use data-driven decision-making to supersize and grow your business. This is the 9th out of 20 top 20 strategies to grow and build and supersize your business. In my humble opinion and 5 decades of experience with different type businesses in different industries, different sizes, different uh, structures, etc. Data-driven decision-making, the 4 steps are, of course, data collection. Second, analysis of the data and insights. You got to look at the data. No sense collecting data if you're not going to look at it and use it to make decisions. Third, decision implementation. After we collect the data, look at the data, get some insights, we have to make decisions based on that and then implement and take action on those decisions. And finally, fourth is a feedback loop. We always want to have feedback based on the actions that we take so we know if they're working or not. So we do more of what works and less of what doesn't work or none of what doesn't work. So data collection, what do we need? We need to gather relevant data from various sources, including customer interactions, market trends, and internal operations. What department you're in an organization or what your function is going to determine what type of data and information that you collect. For example, I spent a lot of my corporate career in quality and processes. And so we collected a lot of data on customer complaints, customer service, customer feedback, and then we reiterated and looped that information back in to making our processes and products and services better to meet the customer's needs better. Analysis and insights, we want to use analytical tools. Depends on how complicated your situation is. Sometimes you just look at a weekly report or the actual number. Other times you need to do more analysis and break it down into smaller pieces to really find out what's going on. But you want to analyze and look for insights, look for meaningful patterns. You know, a lot of things happen randomly and are one-off, but we want to look for the things that are happening over and over again because those are the things we can count on to continue unless we interfere and make some kind of a change. The decision making that we implement, a decision that we implement to change that process or that system or that outcome. Decision implementation means that we make strategic decisions based on the data rather than only on our intuition. Now, I've done both in my career. I've done gut level decisions and I've done database decisions. I find that my results are the best when I combine the two. I like to say I use my head, my heart, and my intuition. Head meaning what are the numbers? What are the facts? What can we find that's objective in this particular situation? We look at those things, but then we also tailor that and add our mission, principle, purpose, our drive. What is our purpose for being? How are we serving our customers? Those softer skills, subjective things, as well as bottom line, our intuition. I found that when I don't use all three of those when I'm making decisions in most areas and aspects of my life, I'll make mistakes, and those are not that fun. And then finally, we need a feedback loop. We want to monitor the impact of the actions we take and the decisions that we take in our business and see what they result in. Usually there's not, and sometimes there is, but often there's not a direct correlation. So we have to look at a culmination of information and a mix of things to decide if something is working for us or not. But the more data we have, the more facts we have in a situation, the more hard and fast information we have, the better it is to make decisions based on that information. That's it. Love to know your experience with this particular idiom. Do you have key performance indicators? Do you look at them? Do you make decisions based on that information? I've run a lot of companies, and there have been some where we collected data just for data's sake or for the government because we needed to report things. You have to keep reports for certain type businesses. We were in a food industry. I was in a food industry for 35 years. And in that, there's a lot of regulations that you have to collect data and document things to prove that you've done it, even though you're doing it anyway because it's automatic and it's part of your processes and it's a habit. You still have to document it. And we really never did anything with a lot of that information. I learned over the years that if we're not collecting information that we are using to make decisions and to move us forward and improve our business, it's kind of a waste of time and energy. Unless, of course, you have to do it for regulatory purposes. So share in the comments below your experience with this particular strategy. Do you use it? Is it something that you may want to test and use? So I'm sharing the 4 simple steps because if you're not doing it, if you use these 4 steps, you can quickly and easily test this strategy and see if it's right for you. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with number 10, halfway point of our top 20 supersizing and growing your business strategies. Have an awesome day.